you doing? This is old Goat again, and I'm back out in the big shop, and I wanted to let you guys know about something that I just finished doing. A month ago, June 8th, I wrecked my Big Blue Ultra, and basically traffic was stopped in front of me. It didn't have ABS. The freaking started sliding. I lost control and I hit the third fucking car. Anyway, I dislocated my shoulder and some other stuff with me. But, and my shoulder's still giving me a fit. My back hurts in my lower back. I think when I came off the bike hit it like at a Gladstone blow in the left rear quarter, and it was the right front of my motorcycle. Anyway, it got totaled, and the good thing is they're giving me a lot of money for it. I bought that bike 2 years ago for $9,000, and they're giving me 13 for it. So I can go out, buy me another one. I can do some other things. But before I bought another new bike, I wanted to get my shoulder back into the thing, and I'm still working with it. I don't do the exercises as much as I probably did, and of course no one's told me. The emergency room doctors say see an orthopedic surgeon, so I have the VA, so I went to the VA, and they didn't really do anything for me except, take x-rays and then ask me am I all right. And I said, well, what's the next plan of action? They said, well, we'll get back with you. Well, I haven't heard nothing. I'm hoping this week I do. But the biggest thing is, besides just getting my body to where it would frickin' work again, and do the shit I want to do. I mean, I am 62, and I know coming off a motorcycle, and hit the fucking pavement wasn't good. And I showed in my other video, I don't remember if I posted it or not, I had a soft spot in the helmet where my head hit the ground. So I'm lucky to be alive. But anyway, the biggest fear I've had, and I haven't told anybody this, is getting back on the horse. They say, come off a horse, get back on a horse. It's the same way with a motorcycle, and some people it's that way with their cars. Well, today, I've been, putting it off, using excuse, well, your shoulder, Jim, and shit like that, and you need to let it get healed up. And I will tell you, I rode for about 30 minutes, and my shoulder's sore right now. So I need to probably every couple of days go out here and ride Gypsy Blue around the block and, increase my time. And I'm not having any trouble putting my hand back up on the handlebars. And, but anyway, it's just one of those things where, what the fuck? Believe it or not, it bothered me more than I thought it would. I always thought that was bullshit. And I will tell you, when I got on this bike and rode around, I had all kinds of images in my head. And this is the bike I'm talking about. I don't know if you can get it or not. It's Gypsy Blue. It's got custom paint on it and stuff like that. And it's a fun bike. It's even older than the Ultra was, so it doesn't have ABS either. But it handles so much better. I probably... and I can't say because I don't know. But anyway, cool thing is that I rode it. And as you can see in that video, it's got 16-inch apes on it. And getting your hand up there or a shoulder up there is a pain in the ass. And it needs to get up there and do it on its own. And you need to be able to turn the bars and do all the things you need to do to ride a bike. Working the clutch is no big deal. My hand don't hurt. It's just kind of holding the arm up there. And as long as you have a hold of the handlebar grip, you don't have a problem. It's, when you let it down to whatever reason why you need to rest or whatever, getting it back up there. And I was able to do that a number of times on this trip. Now, my shoulder is a little sore right now, but I personally believe it's a good sore. The good thing is I got back on the bike. And, you can call me a pussy or whatever you want to call me, but get this. I wrecked a bike. And, I could be dead right now, or I could be alive. I'm 62, and they say my age group are on motorcycles. They go out and buy a bike, and then they go out and ride, and then they get killed. And, you see it a lot. And so all that shit's going through my fucking head as I got on that bike. And it was good to get out there and do it. And I'll tell you, I've been sitting in my bedroom, playing on fucking computer, thinking next video. And I ended up, I had to force myself to come out here and get on the bike. And I didn't tell Cindy either, because I know she'd go, no, Jim, I can't have you hurting yourself again. And I just need to go do it. I need to get back on the horse. I got back on the horse. Now, am I ready to ride in a pack with the rest of my chapter? Oh, give me a few more times of riding, and we'll see how I feel. I have a hard time, I want to make sure I can handle the bike, and my own fear. I can get over my own fear before I do that. Does that make sense? Because I caught myself out there riding maybe a little more cautious, going through the circles and shit like that than I used to. And maybe that's a good thing. But on the other hand, better riders can lean and the bike will hold you up and all that stuff. And it wasn't the bike's fault that I crashed it. It was, well, at the end, if that was a death wobble after I missed those first two cars, then it was. But on the other hand, I don't know. All I know is the handlebars, just before I impacted I had missed two cars, and I split second thought, holy shit, you might survive. And then all of a sudden the handlebars went crazy, jerking back and forth, and I was thrown right back into that third car. So it's one of those things like, number one, I'm going to be a whole lot more cautious when I'm following than I've tried to ride with others. That's why my other bike, the next bike that I buy, has to have ABS. This one doesn't, but it's a lot lighter bike, and all that. The other cool thing is, I talked to Spokes the other day, Ant down there at Spokes Bike Garage, and he's got a 20-inch spoke wheel with a white wall tire that fits it, and go on that and replace that big fat tire that comes on the Heritages. And it's going to give it even more of that cholo look. And I'm kind of excited about that. But anyway, I wanted to talk about, I fucking actually, no shit, I actually overcame that fear and got back on that bike. A couple more days, I'm going to do it again. I may even get out here tomorrow and do it again. Just depends on how my shoulder feels and shit like that. And I'm going to try to make it to where I don't give a shit. I'm going to put it in my head, if you don't do it, it's just a fucking excuse. So anyway, Goat signing out. Till next time, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.